Miroslava and I am the Metaphysical Chick. And so today I wanted to talk about twin flames and really share my own experience within this connection, because it is different. You know, it's not like when you meet a soulmate. And I know there's a lot of confusion and there's a lot of misunderstanding regarding twin flame connections. A lot of people don't believe that it's real. Others think they are in a twin flame connection and they're really not. They're either with a soulmate or with a karmic soulmate. So I really wanted to share my experience, tell you how I was able to recognize my twin flame, and just how my whole life changed after meeting this person. So let's just jump right in. The way I knew that I was in a twin flame connection is one day, the very first day that I met this person, I was very nervous because I don't do good with interacting one-on-one with other people. Like, I always get very nervous. Not as much anymore. Like, I've been working on myself, so that's been a lot better. But before, I would have a lot of anxiety just interacting with other people. And so with this person, he made me feel so comfortable, and I was so calm, and like, he would always make me feel very empowered. And so when I met him for the first time, we were, just doing our thing. And then at the end, as I was leaving, I extended my hand to shake his hand, just to say goodbye. And I did this without actually thinking. Like, I wasn't conscious of what I was doing. And so I extended my hand to shake his hand. And in that moment, I genuinely felt, and this is just from my experience, I don't know how he felt, but I felt that my soul recognized his soul. And I feel that that was the beginning. It was like, fuck, we're doing this. And that was the beginning of our contract, of our twin flame contract. And it was like, okay, now we know each other. I know who you are. I didn't know this consciously. It was all like subconsciously. But it was like, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to grow and to transform. Because I was fooling myself thinking that I was happy, but I really wasn't. And so it's so crazy, because he came into my life when I needed the most shake-up, and I needed the tower to come down. Like, I needed a huge change in my life. And so, and that was the beginning. That's how everything started. And since then, it was just ups and downs. And the good times were beautiful, and there was a lot of chemistry there, right? But then the bad times were very bad. And there was a lot of anger and a lot of frustration, a lot of sadness, but then there was also a lot of love and a lot of just magic. And there was this beautiful connection, and that I was so much in denial. I didn't want to accept that I was in love with this person, because in the past, I've never been in a relationship, but in the past, the connections that I was in, I always ended up just being hurt. And it was like, I genuinely felt that no one wanted to be with me because I wasn't beautiful, because they would always leave to be with someone that was the complete opposite of who I am. White, blonde, skinny, beautiful, and like social butterfly. And I was the complete opposite from that. So I was like, bitch, fuck. And then when this happened with this person, with my person I'm on the twin flame journey with, it was like, whoa, it was a huge wake-up call. And it's like, it keeps happening because I allow it to happen. And that's when all the internal work began to happen, and all the shit went down, and I left my job. I focused on healing my own energetic wounds, and I explored my childhood and my lineage to heal the feminine energy within my ancestors. And I connected at a very much deeper level with spirit, with God, with the universe. I found myself, and yeah, the twin flame journey is fucking crazy as shit, but it's also beautiful. There's so much beauty and so much magic. And when you are open, like my heart is so open. I love this person unconditionally. Like I don't care what he does. I'm always gonna love them. There's always gonna be this connection. Do I want to be with him? Fuck yeah. Yeah, and I know that if it's meant to be, it will happen eventually. We just need to grow individually at this point. So this time apart is very much needed. But there's also just, again, like I was saying, it's so beautiful. It's hard as fuck, but it's so worth it because we find ourselves. We learn to give all the love that we give to other people so freely to ourselves, because in my experience I was giving love to people but I wasn't loving myself, and so that love sometimes would come across as inauthentic, because like if you don't love yourself, how do you know how to love other people? Like that doesn't make any sense. And so I had to learn to do that, and that was fucking crazy. Like holy shit, like let me tell you, it was a fucking roller coaster ride. And yes, there's a lot of, you know, like, I'm done with this. You know, I said that so many times. I was like, oh, I'm done with this. I'm not, universe, I don't want to do this anymore. And then the universe would be like, okay, let's see how long that lasts. Let's see. And then like something would happen and I would go deep within my soul. I would heal that aspect of myself that was triggering all those emotions, and then bam, I was in love again. Shit. So number one, self-love. Self-love. And that's one of the most important things, not just within Twin Flames, but within everyone in general, is to love yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to accept yourself. See yourself for this, as this beautiful magical goddess or god that you are, because we are all magical beings. So love yourself. The second lesson that I learned was to speak up, to be authentic, authenticity. So I am a very spiritual person, and so I found it very hard to share with people my spiritual gifts, or to share with people that I can speak with spirits and that I can feel them, that I can see or speak with aliens. That was so fucking hard for me to accept and to actually share. And so what I learned is that by me not speaking the truth, I was being so miserable. I was so unhappy. And so I learned to really stand up for myself, stand up for my truth, and to just speak up and to say who I am and to embrace my authenticity in everything that I am. So number three, unconditional love. And so we know how this journey is, right? So there's always ups and downs, but what I learned from this is that no matter what the other person did, I would always go within myself to heal the aspect within my soul that was triggering those emotions. I cannot feel pain or frustration or anger or sadness unless there's something within myself that is making me feel that way. You know, and so I did a lot of soul searching. I went back to my childhood to heal my inner child, that little girl. And I also went back in my ancestry, my lineage, to heal the feminine energy within my lineage. And that was so powerful. And so now I am not triggered like I was in the beginning. Like, we all know that it fucking sucks. But now it's like I'm smiling, fuck, like I am actually happy. Like I always lie to myself saying, oh, I'm happy. Yeah, like I'm happy. I'm working, I have a job, I have money, like I'm happy. Bitch, that's not happiness right there. Happiness is the way you feel inside. And so that's just so powerful. And so now, you know, like this person can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And I accept it because I know that that is the experience that they need in their lives to grow and to become a better person, better people. And so, yeah, so the three lessons: self-love. Number two, speak up, be authentic, stand up for what you believe in, and just stop thinking about other people like rejecting your truth. Like, no, it's all about you. Like, what do you feel is true in your heart, and share that. And then number three, unconditional love. It's just love. Just